Kevin Smith, why do you gotta kiss the backside of Netflix She-Ra? We know you love everything, and sometimes it's a little annoying. Hello everyone, I am Mecha. Random42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. One of the things I've found myself doing lately is recollecting a lot of the old Masters of the Universe figures from when I was a kid. I really need some of the She-Ra stuff that they're coming back with too, because I cannot find those in the stores. I did not like at all anything that they did with this new Netflix She-Ra series.
It is ma'am.
And Kevin Smith, as you saw in the thumbnail and saw in the opening, or heard in the opening, has been talking a lot about Masters of the Universe and He-Man and She-Ra. And there's some good news and there's some bad news. Oh, always good news and bad news with these. Masters of the Universe, Kevin Smith describes, shows difference from She-Ra. Good news there for sure. I am still of the you need to really convince me Hollywood lately with the way everything is going. Now, I did have a Twitter interaction with the voice of the new Orko, and I'll link that, boom, up here somewhere. I probably already linked it. He did insist that the people behind the series are absolutely 100% on board with creating a continuation of the original Masters of the Universe, with a continuation that is true to the story, true to the characters. After seeing some of the redesigns, however, I don't know if there will be a difference between Kevin Smith's He-Man and the Netflix Noelle Stephens She-Ra garbage that I had to suffer through for 2 episodes of. 2? Because that's all I could take. And I sat through Star Trek Discovery. And that's terrible.
Damn.
I sit through all the bad shows. It's just the yell, shrilling, screaming, cartoony voice stuff I just have no tolerance for. That's why I don't watch and review Lower Decks.
It comes down and it goes up.
Same reason. I can sit through Dr. Karen, Dr. Whammon, Dr. Woke, whatever you want to call her. I can sit through Batwhammon. I can sit through a lot of garbage, okay? And it's kind of fun. Like, usually the worse it is, the more fun it is to riff. Not in the case of Netflix She-Ra. That was just annoying to listen to. It was painful on the ears and the eyes. And I want to like and enjoy these things. I mean, we're fans for reasons. You know, there's a reason why I have a wall full of He-Man action figures on my wall. On my wall, because they're fun to collect and they look like the 80s. And I like that they look like the 80s. Netflix She-Ra did not look like the 80s. It looked like garbage. So, Masters of the Universe, this is from comicbook.com. This is a couple days old. This summer, we'll see the return of He-Man and the Land of Eternia with a new animated series on Netflix, Masters of the Universe Revelation, with legendary creator Kevin Smith at the helm. Well, he's just the showrunner, isn't he? A recent interview with the creator of Clerks and Mallrats dove into how his upcoming series will be different from Netflix She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. With both Prince Adam and She-Ra hailing from the same universe when they were first introduced, the upcoming animated adaptation by Kevin Smith might not take place in the same locale. But the two franchises still do have plenty in common. Yes, they're all cash pander nostalgia grabs for people like me who still want to kind of remember how fun the 80s were. Masters of the Universe Revelation is set to land on July 23rd, bringing us a new take on the world of He-Man, Eternia's heroes, and the forces of Skeletor, assembling a stacked roster of voice talent, including Mark Hamill, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Lena Headey, Phil Lamar, Justin Long, and Kevin Conroy. See, you got a good voice cast. Hell, you got most of Batman, the animated series, right there. To name a few, it definitely seems as... Are there going to be any outtakes of that? I mean, yeah. Well, they're not going to be in the same booth. Remember back in the day when they would do that? No, they don't do that anymore. They're not even going to be in the same continent, probably. But wouldn't that be fun to get a little Batman Joker reunion? Anywho, to name a few, it definitely seems as if Smith and his crew are looking to leave their mark on the fan favorite franchise. Well, they went to a lot of talent that people are going to recognize. She-Ra and the Princess of Power debuted on Netflix in 2018, and it was terrible. Kevin Smith, in a recent interview with IO9, dove into detail about what he and his crew was aiming to do with a new story of Grayskull hitting Netflix. I almost said hunting. Later this summer, and how both the upcoming series and She-Ra are able to share the same sense of unrestrained creativity. Is that new speak for we're gonna change all the canon and the characters and you're gonna like it because we're being creative? Is that what they're doing? I hope not. Also, fun fact, Clownfish TV actually were the first ones to say, hey, it's gonna be a Tila series. And we were worried. I think all of us in the community were worried it's going to be too whammon-y, like too whammon powery, where it's going to be super like cringe bad. We're in activism and we're going to take this to empower. I don't care. I don't want it. I really don't. I want to collect the action figure. Give me something with a cool action figure. I want to stick it on my wall and I keep it in the package for 10 years until I sell it on eBay 5 years before it's worth a lot of money. Because you know that's what's going to happen too. That's all I want out of this. It doesn't need to be groundbreaking. It doesn't need to be glass ceiling shatter. I'm tired of it. I don't want to clean up glass because guess what? I stepped in glass once when I was a kid and it wasn't pleasant. So stop shattering glass ceilings already. Oh, and here we go. Here's where he praises the new Netflix She-Ra. Our manifest was to be fan service-y. Great. I love fan service. We did not have a kind of creative, let's call it freedom, to reinvent the franchise the way She-Ra did. Oh, they did, and it was terrible. Oh, it was bad, and it's okay to say it was bad. The animation, like, even if somebody like me who's not trained, you can tell that the proportions were off. You can tell that it was just garbage, junk, cheap, quick Tumblr fan art of people who just wanted She-Ra to hook up, well, Adora, you know, before the costume and crap, to hook up with Catra. That's all they wanted. And sure, great.
Giggity.
You can get that on Tumblr. You don't need to ruin a cartoon series or a franchise with it, now do you? And it did it brilliantly. Kevin Smith, stop simping for bad TV. Are you a politician? Are you running for office? Or I get it, you're on the payroll, and you don't want to piss off the fan base of the people who are going to come over from that. And fine. But it just gets a little tiresome, doesn't it? Every single thing. He loves and he cries, and he loves and he cries. I mean, at least I like to keep you guessing every now and then. I got some random stuff that I like that you never always expect, and there's some stuff that I should like that I don't. Because I'm different like that. He just loves everything. And it's getting a little annoying. Would you love to see a crossover between these two? Well, we know there's not going to be one. Because they're under different licenses. I think that the He-Man stuff was, for some reason, under the toy license still. And now this was a few years back, so please correct me if I'm wrong. No, they're not going to have a crossover. We already learned they're not going to have a crossover. This was a couple of years ago when I did a video on that too. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am Mecha Random 42, and I will see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
You live outdoors. No fancy indoor plumbing for you. You have to fend for yourself and eat what you can find. No ordering pizza. Dear, don't eat pizza.
Wank.